it's me, Lord Gong here, and real quick before the main video starts, well, I guess this is the main video, but before we begin Robo-Pops and Robo-Empires, I need to cover some things that I forgot the last episode. 2.2 is a very interesting game in the fact that there's a lot changed from one version to the next, and I very much understand anyone who says it's too much or it's too difficult or anything like that. Their opinions aren't wrong or invalid because they don't like the game the way it is now or anything like that. It's perfectly reasonable and acceptable to say a game that did a complete 180 like Stellaris did with 2.2 and they don't like how it turned out. That's fine. That's completely fine. And now let's move on to the things that I forgot about real quick, and then we can head on to robots, alright? Sounds like a fun time to me. Now, first things first, I forgot about my favorite thing, somehow. Say hello to the Fleet Manager. The absolute best thing added in 2.2, bar none. Bar none. Literally everything else could have been scrapped, and we could have still had the tile system. As long as the Fleet Manager was here, I'd have been fine. But, okay. You have your fleets, right? I have first wave. I didn't bother renaming it because I don't care. Speaking of first wave, where is it? It's supposed to be here. Oh. I guess it's a little bugged, but there we go. Here's the first wave. We got 20 corvettes and 9 destroyers. They're on a mission to God knows where, way up here, to go kill something for me. But anyway, they're made up like this, and on the Fleet Manager, you can design your fleets any way you'd like. As you see right here. One thing, Paradox folks, Tantalus folks, this UI needs work. I'm gonna say it every video, the UI needs work. Just the panning right here, that's kind of obnoxious. First thing, it's just obnoxious to have to pan down to see the fleet. Also, one other thing. I'm sorry, I know I'm distracted from my original point. This page is still the same, and this is just the worst. This was the worst before 2.2, and this is the worst now. Continuing on with the Fleet Manager. The Fleet Manager allows you to pick and choose how your fleets are set up, how many ships are within said fleets, and, well, that's about it, honestly. Also, you can modify your ships right here. With a quick R1 button, you can go straight over to the ship designer. And the ship designer now only contains your warships and your platforms, where you can create your various platforms, all your ship types. Just click your new designs. You can leave them to be auto upgraded. Another one thing, I have to keep doing this. We don't have a random name feature for ships, and I find that completely unacceptable. 100% unacceptable. Fleets absolutely. Fleets and ships have to have a random name generator. There's absolutely no reason for it to not be here, and it needs to be added. Like, absolutely next patch needs to be added. Like, make a stink on the forums, people. I need random ship names to be a thing. I need the name generator. I'm lazy, okay? The Fleet Manager also allows you just to absolutely just control your fleets from right here. From right here, I'm allowed to just order new ships for my fleets, like so. I ordered a brand new destroyer, a new guard class. I can stop the construction of said ship. I can tell my fleets to repair, to upgrade. I can disband, remove the entire fleet. I can add more ships to the design from right here, and select from a nice list. I can switch the home base of my fleet. The home base is a very nice system. It just determines where your ship will go when you click the return option. It'll go straight back to its home base. So most likely you'd want the home base to be a shipyard with a hold on, a crew quarters set up with it. So that way you get a energy discount for them being docked there, and also their reinforcements will get on them immediately. Another thing about the fleet manager and just fleets in general is another absolutely must add feature that they finally got around to adding, the take point feature. This will basically tell your allies in war, your defensive pact buddies, your Federation partners, your vassals. You click that little button on your fleet, boom. Your allies will move their fleets over to where your fleets are, and they'll join in on your the war with you. Well, they'll try to. It won't always work. Sometimes it will. If they have things that they need to take care of, like half their systems have been invaded, they'll probably be ignoring your take point. But you get the point. Get the point. What was the other thing? Claims. And actually, let me cover patrolling first, since that's kind of relevant. Patrolling is how you protect your trade from pirates. From spawning and from your trade being lost by pirates. Right here, you click your trade routes map mode. It's the easiest way to determine if you have any piracy problems. And I do have some piracy problems right here. And Dur here has some piracy. So I am losing 0.1 of my trade right here in this system. Now, how would I fix that? I would either fix that by building some defensive buildings here in this in the Yanduz station, some gun batteries or missile batteries, or hangar bays. Hangar bays are the most effective, but I don't have those yet. You would build hangar bays or your defense buildings, and it'll defend the trade up to a certain number of systems. But the other effective way is to grab a very small fleet. That's what I recommend. Just grab a small fleet with a couple corvettes, maybe a few destroyers if you feel like it, and you order a patrol. They'll patrol from where they're sitting now, probably their home system, up to where you're asking them to go, up here, all the way up through the trade node, and they'll just continuously do that till they are given another order, and out they go. See? And that's something. When I click a fleet now, I click on the map too. I'm not even meaning to, but anyway. That's patrolling for your trade routes. That's your fleet manager taken care of. Now we'll move to claims. There is a map mode for your claims right here. Right here. So, oh well. Right here you can view your claims. And this will show you, oh, this is what I was thinking about, all the claims you have on your neighbors. I have 3 claims, and I have 1 claim on each system. Now, how claims work is you spend a little influence to say, hey, this system should rather belong to me instead of you. And if you go to war, and you take those systems, and you end the war, you'll take those, and if you already have taken those systems during the war, you'll take them after the war. Simple, right? Well, it can get a little bit more complicated. See, you add the claims here, and you confirm them with the left stick, and you can add more than 1 claim each. See, I could add a few more if I wanted to, if I had the influence. Then I would add those. The reason you would do that particularly, say this neighbor right here had a claim on this system, the Uner system. Say they had a claim on that, and I had a claim on that. They went to war with this empire to take it. Well, I could stop them from taking it if I had more claims. Say if I had 2 claims, they had 1 claim, my claim's stronger than their claim. Done. Actually, I don't think it works that way. Like I say, I'm not a complete, I don't know 100% of everything on Stellaris. I'm just trying to share my knowledge to you about this game. But anyway, Those are claims, and remember, you'll want as many claims on your enemies as you can. So that way, when you go to war, you can actually keep what you you can actually keep what you attack in your war. Say like this, these 4 systems right here, I didn't own. This empire did. I had to claim each and every one of them to gain them. Alright, I believe that is everything I forgot within the first video. I covered patrolling, claims, and the fleet manager. Let me just check real quick. Create a new empire. Right here, you see I do have Synthetic Dawn now, so I can build a robot empire. So what you want to do, find yourself a look that you like. Right here, we'll play as the globe octopuses. Get yourself a name. Probably something very, you know, robotic. Maybe even grab yourself a robo name if you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, find yourself a more suitable name if you'd like. Now, traits are completely different for robots. You need to know that going in. Much like for hive minds... Oh, wait, actually, hive minds do have the same traits, don't they? Yes, robots have different traits. But anyway, yeah, you'll see right here, some of them do separate things, and they are named differently from regular species. Just picking some random ones, doesn't really matter. You can still customize your ruler. I think the male and female thing shouldn't be here, but that's just me. And remember, your ruler and most of your leaders and all of your leaders should be immortals because they are robots. Just a quick reminder for all of you. You'll pick your planet like normal. And we don't have any robotic stuff, so you'll still have to pick a city. That's something that still isn't even in the game in PC. There's no straight up stuff for robots. Kind of annoying, honestly. Now, oh, hold on. I don't know why it doesn't automatically put you as a Gestalt. You have to be an AI network. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why it does that. Yeah. Sorry, that was just me trying something, because it doesn't automatically click Gestalt. I don't know why. But then you have to be an AI network, because you're a robot. Find yourself a... Once again, civics are different for robots, and they are different from hive minds. And big ones you'll want to look at right quick before you get started with your robot playthrough. Determined Exterminator is a lot like a Devouring Swarm. And the fact that they can't have diplomacy, they're hated absolutely by everybody, and they do have a lot of really nice bonuses because they kill everything. If it's alive and it's not a robot, they kill it. Look at those bonuses, though. Gains unity from purging pops. Can use the Armageddon bombardment stance. That's always nice. Ship weapon damage up 25%. Starbase influence cost 30%. Starbase influence price is pretty high. Getting that down by 30% is just nice. Ship cost minus 15%. Naval capacity increased 33%. That's really nice. Now, and they started on a tomb world because, you know, they had to go to war with their creators and whatnot. Really cool. It's like, Determined Exterminators, I think, are better than a Devouring Swarm, just because how much cooler they are. Yeah, you can fight me. You can fight me. Determined Exterminator, better than Devouring Swarm. Quote me. Next, I think is my favorite out of the three, well, out of the 4 robot empires you can play as, I've driven a simulator. A driven a simulator basically took their creator race, or their creators became cyborgs, and allowed the robots to basically lead the empire. They're very interesting because all of the organics you conquer have to be made into cyborgs. Otherwise, you purge them, like determined exterminators. And you'll get first-hand knowledge, and this is a big hint for all of you who are actual subscribers to this channel or just fans of my content in general. Driven simulators are what we're going to be playing as when I start the 2.2 playthrough. And trust me, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's just going to be great. Driven a simulator, like I said. You start with 10 cyborg pops in your empire. You simulate pops, and that gives you a small amount of unity and society research as you're doing it. And other pops that aren't assimilated have to be purged. And that doesn't mean you have to kill them, just means you can't keep them. And that is actually it. You do have a decreased opinion modifier for everyone, but not as bad as the determined exterminator, probably like a regular hive mind. Remember, a determined exterminator is like a not a fanatic purifier, is the same as a devouring swarm, whereas a driven assimilator is probably treated more like a regular hive mind. Good? Alright. The next one we'll look at is right here, Rogue Servitor. I don't know why they're not... Oh, they're in alphabetical order. I just now noticed they're in alphabetical order. Wow, that's bad. Okay. Now, Rogue Servitors are always kind of weird, and they're kind of funky. Like, okay, read that little top description for the Rogue Servitor. Okay? Gotcha. Now, Rogue Servitors start with 5 organic pops. They're called Biotrophy Citizens, and have mandatory pampering living standards. Essentially, the Rogue Servitors wish to preserve organic life and have them as pets. Not necessarily as pets, but basically they want to keep them alive and treat them really, really nice. You can construct the organic sanctuary buildings that allow biotrophies to produce unity, and you cannot construct regular Machine Empire unity producing buildings like the Uplink node. And I'm unsure of if Rogue Servitors can conduct regularly with organic pops, or if all of them have to be biotrophies. I'm not sure. I'd have to actually play through the Rogue Servitors, and I don't even have a race set up for Rogue Servitors yet to even find that out. So once I find that out, I'll let you all know. But until then, basically go into a Rogue Servitor playthrough, assuming that all of your organic pops will have to be biotrophies. And if you do find out, or you already know, please let me know in the comments. Just drop it down there, let me know. Let everyone else know, hey, Rogue Servitors can or can't do that, alright? Thank you. Those are the 3 big ones. Those are the 3 big robo empires you can play as, and you can just play as a regular robot empire. You don't have to have one of these special civics. You can just choose 2 regular civics that have nothing to do with that, like that. Boom, you're an intelligence research link. Actually, how about a boom? You're an industrial production core. Got it? You're an AI network. Boom. Alright. I hope you all understood that as well as I did, because I don't know what I just said. Alright, now, those are the basics. Now I'm going to start up a robot playthrough. Oh, look at these advisor voices, by the way. They're amazing, aren't they? If you don't have Synthetic Dawn yet, and you're just watching this to find out something about 2.2 or Synthetic Dawn, I think the advisor voices make up for all of Synthetic Dawn's shortcomings. just listen to some of these. Hold on. I'm going to hit the volume a little bit. Alright, I hope you can properly hear that. I'll stay quiet while I play them. Here's the original one. We all know this guy.
Did you know that my internal power core has an effective blast yield of over 5 megatons of TNT?
That guy. He's boring. He's lame. He sucks. And we've been stuck with that guy for a whole year. I don't care. I don't want to hear him anymore. And I'll never listen to him again if I have my will. Here's the great authoritarian voice. I mean, sure, you already have me, Lord Gong, a true authoritarian. But I mean, here's the voice.
Maintaining state cohesion as we venture into space presents a unique challenge. We shall face the challenge head on, and we shall be stronger for it.
Wow, that was a mouthful of a speech, wasn't it?
Maintaining state cohesion as we venture into space.
Egalitarian is next.
You seem overworked. Have you considered joining a union?
Very egalitarian-like, aren't they? The dirty rabble.
We will have equality, liberty, and justice for all. Or so I've been told. I'm just a robot.
Okay, that was a funny in joke. Okay. Militarists.
It is a good day to die. It is a good day. Only in battle can the true metal of any sentient organism be measured. Have a theme.
Okay. Xenophile.
Whoa, space. Just think about it.
Thanks, Tolly. A YouTuber, many a true nerd. You might have seen his stuff before. He made that joke once upon a time, and I can't ever unhear it now. Every time I hear the Xenophile voice, it has to be Tolly. Xenophobe?
These alien savages must be taught to kneel when in the presence of their betters. Shall I initiate purging protocols?
I don't know who that voice is. I recognize it, though. I really recognize that voice.
You xeno scum. These alien savages must be taught to kneel.
Anyway, pacifist?
Pacifist module failing. Your breathing is so loud. It's driving me insane. Initiating count to 10 protocol. 1, 2, 3. Not working. Reboot.
Spiritualists.
Faith manages. Thinking machines are an affront to nature. These profane constructs must never be allowed to... Oh, wait.
The voice realized it was a AI machine intelligence.
No, it'll be fine. I'm telling you, just turn off the fail-safes and... Wait, is this thing on?
The materialist voice.
No, it'll be fine.
It's a very nice voice.
Just turn off the
Hive mind.
What is a single voice compared to our magnificent chorus? Our collective is an island of warmth and harmony in a sea of discord. How cold and lonely it must be to face the darkness of space alone.
If you notice, the hive mind actually does have all the voices onto it, at least some of them, and I really like that. Machine intelligence.
System diagnostic completed. All systems nominal.
Lovely. Honestly, I love these advisor voices, and it just makes me happy that I never have to hear that shitty, lame, obnoxious original voice ever again that I had to listen to for 7 to 9 months. Also, we have no new ship appearances, and we won't till humanoids. That's sad. And I don't think we got any new Empire emblems or anything. So, another sad thing. That is your basic information about a Robopops. Now, I'm going to select one of my Robopops right... I keep saying pops. Robo Empires? My goodness. Is everyone besides for everyone who's disliking 2.2 because of how different it is everyone liking 2.2? Like, are you having a fun time? Yeah, I really like this Empire, because I forgot to mention this. We have new starts. We can start in binary and trinary systems, and I absolutely love binary and trinary systems. Everyone does. Though I dislike the fact that you can't tell that they're binary and trinary from the map. That is a very, very big thumbs down. Wow, this is a nice start. There's a nebula right there, and we're right on an arm. Well, an arm. We're an elliptical. But still, this is a nice start. It's a very nice start. You'll notice one huge thing about robots. First thing you'll notice, no food. We're robots. We don't have food. See? Robos. No foodo. Energy. We have plenty of generators. And we're going to need a lot of generators. Huh. Another big thing right here. The Bioreactor. I did know this building existed, but I didn't know we had it already. It essentially says, you can read it. If you make food, you can make it into energy. So it's not completely worthless to be having farmers. It's not completely worthless to have farmers as a robot empire. You can store up food, and you can essentially share it with the, organics. Or you can just put in a good old-fashioned bioreactor. Other buildings that are changed right here, we have drone storage. This is a replacement for your housing building. It'll produce amenities in housing. Not sure why robots need amenities, because you'll notice thing number 2. We don't have consumer goods as robots. Robots don't need toasters, because a toaster is my aunt. How dare you, sir? My aunt was a lovely lady. Try to shove bread in her. It's terrifying. Jokes aside, more buildings that are changed. Maintenance depot. I don't actually know what this building is replacing. However, it does give you more amenities. I believe this is a change for your entertainers. Since robots don't have entertainers, this is a for basically fixing up the robots. Research labs are the same. Resource silos. Here we go. Sentinel Posts. I actually don't know what this is. I guess this is also a replacement for precinct houses. Yeah, that's probably about it. Yeah, decreases deficiency and spawns defensive armors. Yeah, it's exactly the same as a precinct house, except it is for robots. Okay? We have Strongholds and Uplink node. Uplink node is your main... your main Unity building, and it also produces research. Unity nodes are really good. Like, I'm saying so good that you could have an entire planet of only Unity nodes and city districts, and I wouldn't blame you. No one would blame you, because that's... It might be cheesy and game breaky, but that's really good. Just research, Unity, and trade trade from the Nexus. Actually, oops, that number 3. And thanks, Lord Gong Forgets. We don't have trade because we're robots. We have Nexus districts, which produces a maintenance job and a tech drone job. Don't know exactly what those jobs do. Let's find out. Because I don't remember things. Alright. And you'll also notice that we only have 2 of these because we don't have leaders because we're robots. Again, you're going to be hearing that because we're robots. Tech drones right here. More energy, essentially. That's what that does, apparently. So these, what used to be your city districts, Nexus districts, will provide you even more energy than the, it will provide you less energy than the generator districts will, but it also provides you way more housing and a maintenance drone job as well, which is these guys. Deficiency is your replacement for crime. You want to keep deficiency low, and that's about it, basically. Because it's basically a replacement for crime. Keep crime low, keep deficiency low. You're a robot now. Okay, maintenance drones just provide more amenities. Alright. Like I say, we don't have access to the market. Well, we do. Oh, right, we don't have access to trade. Right. We still perform claims like normal. We do have a... I believe we do have a negative modifier when conducting diplomacy. And I can't actually show you that because I don't have any empires near me, and I'm not gonna play this game out because this is just a part 2 video for news. We do still have empire sprawl like everyone else, so we're not like a hive mind. Hive minds don't get bothered by empire sprawl as much as everyone else, but robots do. Yeah, like I say, everything else is the same for the robots. I covered everything. We just don't trade. And the traditions are a bit different. You'll see here, instead of diplomacy, we have versatility, and instead of harmony, we have synchronicity. Synchronicity? I don't actually know the differences. Hold on. Robot upkeep is reduced by 10%, and the finisher effect for it is increases stability on all of our planets by 5%. Nice. And hold on, self-preservation. I like that. Machine leaders are 50% less likely to suffer breakdowns. Lovely. Synchronized agents, leader upkeep reduced by 20. Integrated preservation, maintenance depots provide 2 additional maintenance drone jobs. That's helpful. That's very nice. Collective reasoning, pop amenities usage reduced by 10%. Bulwark of Harmony. While in a defensive war with another empire, ship build speed is increased by 33%, in addition with ship fire rate increased by 15%. Okay, that's synchronicity, and let's look right over to versatility as a replacement to diplomacy. Spatial optimization, pop housing usage reduced by 10%. Universal compatibility. The trust cap increase. Oh, and this also allows us to form federations, so that's nice. We can still form federations here. Trust cap is up by 50, and opinion increased by 20, but only with fellow machine empires. Remember that. The opinion increase plus 20. That's with machine intelligences. Next, adaptive programming. Our market fee will be reduced by 10%. That's nice. Operational proxies, resettlement reduced by 33%. And material analysis, upkeep of all pop jobs is reduced by 5%. Very nice. And that's it. The adoption effect is pop assembly cost reduced by 10%. And adopting all versatility traditions will give us a 50% refund whenever we demolish a building or a district. That's very nice. Alright, there might be a few changes here and there amongst the names and numbers of these. I'll look real quick. Yeah, right here. Maintenance depots now increase housing plus 2. This one still says crime. Paradox. This one's broken. There's bug. Crime is reduced by 10%. We don't have crime, we're robots. What crime? Menial drone output increased by 5%. I'm just checking these real quick, making sure if any of them are absolutely different because we're robots. Did I check supremacy? Yeah, I did. Prosperity. Right here, yeah. Complex drone output increased by 5%. Nexus districts provide 1 more housing. That's nice. Alright, well, that is everything. I can't think of a single other thing about robots that are else that I need to talk about. I mean, robots are just a lot more simple. Like, if you're having trouble with 2.2, maybe play robots. Maybe play a robot empire. I mean, you don't have to worry about food, consumer goods. All you have to worry about is alloys, minerals, and energy. Like, go ahead and try. Try robots if you're having a problem with 2.2. Or go watch, better how-to videos, because I'm not doing that stuff here. At least not well. I think I'll call it there, ladies and gentlemen. I almost forgot to check the Ascension Perks. That's my own fault. Well, that is a we have 2 new Ascension perks for robots. Okay, we have the Synthetic Age. The age of organics is come and gone. The future of the galaxy belongs to the machines. This is the dawn of the Synthetic Age. Machine modification points +2. That's very nice. Modifies species special project cost down 33%. And there's the requirements for it right there. Next, we have the Machine Worlds. Machine Worlds are great. Like, they're really good. Like, basically, giant computer planet. I know, right? Awesome. Anyway, Machine Worlds. We shall shape our worlds into a mirror image of ourselves, replacing the frailty of biology with the immutable perfection of metal. Unlocks terraforming option Machine World. Machine Worlds are special planets class that is uninhabitable for most organics, but are not limited by planetary features and how many generator mining districts they can support. Pops living on the Machine World have their resource output increased by 10% and housing usage reduced by 10%. Any existing agricultural districts on the planet are destroyed. There's the requirements right there. Alright. We do have, do we have, I don't see any, new, edicts. Nope. Okay. Well, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember to like and subscribe to the video. I've been Lord Gong, and this has been, hopefully, part 2 and the final part to my my Hows and Whys video. I don't know what I'm going to call these. But I am, well, I will see you next time. I'm terrible at these outros sometimes, aren't I? Thank you, and goodbye.